Hello and welcome to Pixelworld. Today I'm going to be talking to some of our NPCs in-game and trying out some of their new procedural dialogue and hopefully get some quests from them and maybe complete those quests if they don't bug out on me. So let's start off by talking to this guy over here. So he is just talking to me. This is not a quest, of course. Hello, I find much pleasure looking closely at the flora and fauna in these parts. Till our paths cross again, stranger. So every NPC has a chance of just generating a greeting like that, and the sort of intro where he says hi will be different for all of them, and the outro where he says till our paths cross again, and then the body of the greeting. All of that will be randomly selected from pre-written like strings that I already input in, and I can add as many as I want. And it's similar how the quest works as well. We just insert say an item that we need to collect for a collection quest. So right here we see a collection quest. Those are the only quests I have working right now. Greetings, I'm looking to get my hands on one red mushroom. Bring me some and I'll reward you handsomely. And so I can accept that or deny that quest. If I accept it, then I need to go get a red mushroom. I have this in my quest manager, so I remember, okay, I need a red mushroom, not a blue one. So this NPC won't despawn, and I can go off into the forest, and let's see if we can find a red mushroom. They are kind of rare, actually. Pretty, like 1 in 10,000 to find a red mushroom spawning per block, but we're gonna walk past a lot of blocks, and maybe we'll run into some other NPCs along the way. But we found another NPC. Let's see what this NPC has to say. Hiya, I used to be an adventurer like you until I injured my leg. Safe adventuring. That's a funny one. Here's another NPC. Let's see what they have to say. Hello, I'm looking to get my hands on one carrot. Bring me some and I'll reward you handsomely. Alright, well, we can't fulfill that original quest, but we can fulfill this one. Let's go up to him and hand him a carrot. Wow, thanks for all the help. Please take this as a token of my gratitude. And I can accept that one bread that he gave us. And yeah, so that is how the collection quests are working right now. And I can get into the logic in Unity of how all that works right now. Alright, and now we're back into Unity, and to see how this is set up, we have a global NPC Manager that we've seen before on how NPCs are generated. We had lists of possible components for their body, head, hair, etc. And so we have something similar for quests and dialogue now. We have strings that are preset for greetings intros that are randomly picked when an NPC is spawned, and then goodbye outros as well that are randomly picked, the greeting bodies as well, and those are all just randomly selected and slapped in together. I also have future ideas for merchant intros and outros, etc. So you can actually trade with like traveling merchants. So we have the Dialog Generator, which is run when an NPC is created. If you can see here, this is the code that spawns an NPC, and we have the code for the Dialog Generator. So we generate dialogue when we create the NPC. It's as simple as that. And in the Dialog Generator, we have this very simple function that generates dialogue. And we get a random choice between the NPC just greeting you, giving you a quest, or becoming a merchant. Currently I don't have the merchant set up, but you get the gist. So we pick random greeting intro and goodbye, and then we fill in the body with either a quest or a greeting body, or in the future a merchant body. So that leads us to, so we have the dialogue class that is set up here, and it gives us all of this information, and then from there we have quests. So if we get this random chance of getting a quest, then basically this is just like a nested system. So it basically does the exact same thing we're doing here, but to fill in the values of a quest. So now we generate a quest in the quest generator. Right over here, we have this like quest class that holds all the values of a quest. The actual type of quest, is it a collection quest, slay, meet, protect? So the quest type, the quest body, which is just the body of that dialogue. Then the item that you actually need to collect, if it is a collection quest. The target object is the person you have to bring that item back to. And then a quest reward for actually bringing it back. And just some values on whether you've accepted the quest or completed the quest. So we can save that information. And there's some logic for turning in the quest here. We don't really need to go into that, but let's go into the quest generator. In the quest generator, we generate a quest and we pick like the random like quest body and outro. We're actually just picking the dialogue for the quest there. And then we actually pick the type of quest. Say if it's a collection quest, we have to pick the item to collect, which is a random range of the type of items we have. We have to check, okay, is that item stackable? If it is stackable, then you can bring in more than one. But if it isn't, then you just need to bring them one of that item. And yeah, then we just set that collection item. Pretty simple. We're also in here, we're generating a quest reward, which is a whole nother function down here, which we either just choose a random item. That's like what we're doing at the start. And then we also check, is it stackable? Then we can ask them for a few, or we can give the player a few of that item as a reward. If it's not stackable, we're just going to give them one. And then if it's an item that they got as a quest reward, then we will generate that weapon. So there's a possibility of it being a few different weapons. There's a possibility of it having different damage, different requirement level. So there's a bunch of values that get randomly generated in this generate weapon code. But yeah, it gives you a random weapon as a reward for turning in the quest. And then basically we just return the quest, set it inside the dialogue, and bada bing, bada boom. We now return this dialogue, which is its own class. Right here, you can see it just tells you what's the dialogue type, what's the intro, the body, the outro, and if there's a quest attached or a list of quests, because once you complete a quest with an NPC, the plan is to be able to generate a new one randomly. And so we have to also keep track of which is the current quest that you're on. And yeah, that's pretty much how the quest generator and the dialogue generator work together. There's sort of this nested system that goes like, hey, if this is a quest type, then generate a quest and put it inside of this dialogue class and save this dialogue class to the NPC. And then if a player interacts with this NPC, we can actually go into the object. So there's a dialogue zone, which is like a border around the NPC. If the player runs into that and presses E, then we display these dialogue lines and give the option to accept a quest if it is a quest. And that's pretty much how the system works. It's not too crazy at the moment. It obviously works in tandem with the inventory, works in tandem with the weapon generator, etc. But yeah, so that's how the back-end logic of this works. Let's jump back into the game and see some other quests in action. Alright, I'm back in game. I have an NPC right here I'm going to talk to. They're running away from me. Let's see. Okay, they also want a red mushroom. Hey, I've been trying to keep my self-care lately. It'd be great if you could bring me one red mushroom. Bring me some and I'll reward you handsomely. Alright, I'll take that quest. So what happens if I don't want to do that. That seems like so much effort because red mushrooms are so hard to find. So if I talk to him and then I attack him, oops, I keep hitting other stuff. So now I can't actually talk to him because he's pissed off. And Elias is no longer our friend, no longer our quest giver. You can't turn in the quest once you've gotten to a fight with someone, basically, which makes sense for the most part. So he actually dropped 3 red potions, which is really good. And we ran across another NPC who wants a carrot. Oh, I have a carrot on me, actually, sir. Could you please take this? Oh, please take this as a token of my gratitude. These pants, I will accept those pants. He actually gave me a weapon. That's a little bit bugged, but yeah, let's equip that spear. Why not? That's pretty dope. And now I might have the ultimate anime betrayal. Get him! Gimme him. Huh. So the damage that generated for this weapon, if you haven't noticed already, the damage on this weapon is terrible. It does about 2 damage per swing, and it's really slow attack speed. So maybe I got betrayed after all in this trade. I guess I just gave him 1 carrot for this big old spear, which is kind of lame. And he's gonna end me. I guess it's quite poetic. I mean, the weapon he gave me has a lot of thrust to it. Oh, RIP. Well, anyways, thanks for watching this devlog. I hope you enjoyed. Stick around until next time. Bye-bye.